could be, if they make a run, an important statistic if they start to foul and then you get to the line towards the last few minutes of the game. Tesh gets double teamed, gets through it.
Must bounce the ball for every 2 pushes of the wheel here in wheelchair basketball. Carter along the baseline. Yes!
Well, Amanda Carter in one of the earlier games reeled off 5 straight baskets from a similar position. So Coach Peter Core wants somebody to get hot. Maybe it's going to be Amanda Carter.
She leads their scoring now with half a dozen. The margin is back to 10. Can they get a stop at the defensive end? Peters. Shot clock already down to 12. Petrowski. Shot clock down to 8. And 3 seconds in the key. A turnover. The team in offense only allowed 3 seconds in the painted area.
That's from a possession a couple of times back where Peter Core was calling for the 3 seconds, so the referee actually responded. It's pretty good.
It does occasionally pay off. Now can the Gliders string together back-to-back baskets? This is Liesl Tesh breaking through. Still Liesl Tesh, and she draws another foul. That's 4 on Canada. Remember, after 7, it becomes automatically 2 free throws. So significant perhaps there as Canada makes some wholesale substitutions with 3 players to come in.
Well, they bring a much quicker lineup in with Benoit and Ohama. So they're trying to get up, they'll probably press it up and try and change the tempo back in their favor.
Canada leading it by 10. The Gliders 4th at the last 2 Paralympic Games in Atlanta and Barcelona. 3rd behind Canada and the USA at the World Championships here in Sydney 2 years ago. Will they go 1 or 2 places better than that? Liesl Tesh, good pass inside. Oh, Farrell can't hit, gets the rebound. She's almost being mauled. A jump ball is called, and the possession arrow, as they don't have jump ball in wheelchair basketball between the opening tip and the siren, they have a possession arrow, and at the moment it's favouring Australia, so they'll have the ball from the side. The possession arrow will now change, and if there is another jump ball, it will go to Canada. Liesl Tesh on the left-hand wing.
Well, a basket here would definitely be handy. They get it off to Farrell. She's only a 1-pointer, so probably a tough pass to give her the ball with a big 4.5-pointer right in the area, and they turn it over. So
yep, straight away the jump ball called. The possession arrow had changed, so Canada get it. The possession arrow will now swing back. If there's another jump ball, it will go to the Aussies as Petrowski brings it forward for Canada.
That is one of the most difficult things to do in this game with the point systems is you pass the ball to an open player and you just see your color. Sometimes you don't realize that it's a 1-pointer or 1.5 who it's dangerous to give to in an area where they're going to get tied up.
Canada leading it by 10. Chantel Benoit. The pass. Del Cole hits.
Well, that's about the first time Canada has found Del Cole around the basket area for an easy shot.
She's 2 of 3 from the field for 4 points. The onus back on the Gliders to score. Tesh has gone down. The whistle will be for her to try and balance up. She looks a little rattled at the moment. We mentioned she's struggling from the field. Just 1 of 10 successful field goals for Liesl Tesh at the moment. She averages 13.3 points per game, which is 3rd best across the Paralympic competition. The role of the Gliders with 14 turnovers to just 6 at this point, that's killing them.
Well, it really is, and those turnovers are leading Canada into fast break opportunities. And we saw in the first half they had 10 points off turnovers. And in a very tight game, you cannot afford, you got to make them earn baskets every time down the floor as Mosley comes back in for Coughlin. So Mosley, who is a pretty good scorer, obviously Coach Peter Core wants someone who can put the ball in the basket.
In this half, just 2 points in 5 minutes for the Gliders. Liesl Tesh down the middle, fouled on the play, and I assume she will be off to the free throw line to shoot 2. It is the 5th team foul now on Canada, and Liesl Tesh is at the line for 2. She is the best free throw shooter in the competition prior to this game, shooting 60.7% as you see the contact from above.
Well, and so far she's 2 of 4 from the line, so 50%. Needs to get 2 of 2 on this occasion.
Closes the eyes, pictures the ball going in.
Wrong picture. Well, Liesel, she's had that green streak since the opening ceremony. She's enjoying herself in the village, I must admit.
Catch on with the kids back at the school she teaches. They might all turn up to class on the Monday that she gets back with green hair. Go on, kids, I dare you.
Well, no matter if it's gold or silver, they're definitely going to pat her on the back and say, good on you. Great for Australia and great for wheelchair basketball.
Absolutely. Canada leading it by 11 now. I'll remember this moment for the rest of their lives. Benoit. The pass over the top. Del Cole. Almost lost it. Shot clock at 8. Does lose it. Mosley comes up with it. Had it knocked away straight away. Del Cole, the shot. And the basket.
Well, they had the possession. It's one of those that Coach Peter Corr sits down. He was excited for a split second. Another turnover now to Australia on the inbounds pass. So this is a deadly time for the Australians.
Benoit. Ohama knocked away by Tesh. She can get it and go the length of the court. Liesel Tesh dashing away. Yes!
And that brings this big crowd to life. A couple of more turnovers. That's a turnover to possession and 2 points, which the Australians have not had a whole lot of success on. So a couple of more of those, and they'll be back in this game.
Their first fast break basket of the match. Ohama can't hit. Ritchie the rebound. Oh, and they've turned it over. Katrowski knocking it to Krempian, and Canada get it back.
And once again, Donna Ritchie with the rebound, but did not have an open player. Did you see a travel call by Benoit?
She just shakes her head as if to say, no, referee, you are wrong. I was most impressed with the way the Dutch held off the United States to win by 1 in that absolutely thrilling semi-final. Van der Linden, what a quality player he was, and great to see. So that's a big one tomorrow night. Can the Gliders score again through Tesh? It'll count! And the foul for Liesel Tesh! And all of a sudden, they're back in it.
Well, Liesel Tesh with a full head of steam. You see the foul down low. Liesel Tesh finishes it off and goes to the line. So a little bit of momentum now with that break. And let's just hope the Australians can go on with it.
Tracy York, one of the assistant coaches for the Gliders. This for a three-point play for Liesel Tesh. Can't get it. Margin is 9. Coming up on 13 minutes to play in the gold medal game. Oh, that's a great pass, and Benoit caps it with the reverse lay-in. The pass from Linda Katrowski.
Well, I was just going to say they need a good defensive stop after that momentum of an offensive bucket by Liesel Tesh, but coming right back is Canada. One of the Canadians are down, so in the 5-on-4 now, they'll need to score.
Yes, the Canadian player down off camera. Tesh for Carter, 5-on-4. Carter shoots, can't get it. And that's a great break for Canada that they were able to prevent the Gliders from scoring. They'll now help Jennifer Krempian up. She went down heavily, and the Gliders perhaps didn't make them pay enough there with that 5-on-4 situation.
Of course, some of these players, when they go down, they're strapped into their chairs, so there's no way they can get back up once they're down. And if you're not in possession, they let you play on. Once you gain possession of the basketball, they'll stop it and let you pick that player, get him back, and get him mobile.
That gentleman was excited. Bob's hoping he's back here when the Sydney Kings play this season.
I'd like about 17,000 of these people back when the Sydney Kings play here.
Benoit, Canada leading it by 11. Still time for the Gliders. Benoit short with the shot, gets her own rebound, and won't miss a second time.
You cannot make mistakes like that against a good team like Canada. You need to still block out, just as an able-bodied basketball. A shot does not get an offensive rebound, and that time they pay dearly.
Benoit and Tesh each leading their team with 9 points. The game high scorers so far. Ritchie thinking about it from the free throw line, short. Rebound Del Cole. Now Benoit dashing has Carter to beat. Good handoff. Ohama can't make it. Carter the rebound off for Mosley.
A good offensive break there by Canada. They used the ball well. Benoit showing her experience, but not able to finish it off as Liesl Tesh is free.
Lethal. Liesl can't make it. Canada ball.
Ooh, that ball gets up on that ring and it just rolls and rolls and rolls out. Drives you crazy when you're coaching.
I thought you looked like you've aged since you were with us on the ABC coverage of the NBL last season.
Well, that and when 17,000 people are watching your team and it rolls and rolls and rolls out, you don't feel too good.
Katrowski off for Ohama. The shot clock in the upper right is down to 10 seconds for Canada. Benoit. The pass for Del Cole, knocked away. Tesh releases Mosley. It's a sprint duel, and it's a foul on Canada. And significantly, that is team foul number 7 on Canada with 11 minutes to play. So each foul in either a loose ball situation or when Australia have it and the foul is on Canada, the Aussies are going to get 2 free throws. Australia, conversely, Bob, just 2 team fouls to this point.
Well, it was very similar in the first half. The only unfortunate thing is the Australians are only shooting 6 of 16 from the free throw line. So, you know, it's good to be able to go and say you're going to the line, but a lot of times when I'm coaching in wheelchair basketball, we get fouled and I go, oh, geez, we're going to have to shoot free throws because a lot of times it's just not that easy.
Romeo being held up. Oh, they've turned it over. Agony for Peter Core, the coach. Benoit, you can roll for as much as you like. It's just when you push the chair twice, you must bounce between pushes. Oh, that's why she is world class.
She is a very good player. Reminds me of people like Patrick Anderson and Van der Linden from the Dutch men's team. They just control the flow of play. They're definite point guards, and they make things happen out there.
She's got 11 points on 5 of 8 shooting. That's a great pass from Tesh. Finding Sharon Sland. She's on the score sheet with her opening shot. And again, it's back to 13, and with 10 minutes to go, there is still time for the Gliders as we have a look at it again.
Well, there's going to have to be, you know, as we say, a couple of defensive stops and then an offensive bucket, but that does not help. Inside, once again, using that big frame to free herself up.
Del Cole and Benoit a combined 9 of 13 from the field. That is an outstanding percentage. Tesh muscling her way, fighting her way in travel. The basket will not count. Liesl Tesh trying to just force her way through there.
Liesl Tesh takes her time in getting up. She's got a minute to get herself right, taking a little bit of a breather. She's got to do a lot of work in this Aussie glider team.
Now Canada going to cap a wonderful decade by winning basically everything there is to be won in international women's wheelchair basketball. Or can the Gliders come back? A foul is called on Donna Ritchie.
Well, really, this is one last gasp for the Aussie Gliders. 9 on the clock, 15 down. Coach Peter Core brings in his quick lineup. Lisa Nyan, Adams, and Webb. So he's going to have to get something explosive happening very fast.
Canada leading by 15 as we come up on 9 minutes to play. Foul called on Donna Ritchie.
Donna Ritchie there, a 2-pointer up against Benoit, who's a 4-pointer. Just couldn't stop in time.
Timeout called by Peter Core, the coach of the Gliders. Perhaps knowing that the point of no return is nearing. They trail by 15 with 9 minutes 12 seconds to play. The team huddle around to hear what he has to say. Let's see if we can eavesdrop in on the coach Peter Core.
You got Rene all by yourself. Okay, and if they're how far before you keep on, don't get caught on 6 seconds to go, but we have to switch clean and communicate. Okay, you're the ball handler. You're the wing. You're the wing. You're helping her get free.